Jacksonville's Morning News. We heard from Bill Bishop earlier in the week. Tomorrow, Omega Allen. We're working to schedule Mayor Brown as well. Joining me in studio now is Lenny Curry. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes out. Than's for coming in.
Always good to be with you, Reg.
Yeah, good to be with you too. So how do you prioritize city services? What's the checklist that you have in your mind or on paper?
Well, a mayor's budget, it speaks to the priorities of the mayor. My top priority will be public safety. We have seen violent crime and murder spike over the last 4 years at a time when 147 cops have been let go based on the current mayor's budget. So the first thing I will do is restore those cops and invest in programs, invest in the Jacksonville journey and the programs that worked. And those are programs that were part of intervention and prevention. Public safety is about enforcement, prevention, and intervention, and that will be my top priority.
We've heard that there have been millions of dollars that have been unspent, essentially, that are in the budget. Do you believe a deeper audit needs to happen on the city's books, and is that a priority of yours, and where would you prioritize that?
Absolutely, that's a great question. I practiced accounting for a number of years with the largest accounting firm in the world before I started my own small business. And here's what we know. We have the City Council has discovered millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars of money that the city didn't know it had. Taxpayer doesn't trust their government right now because of that. When I'm elected, I will do a 90-day emergency audit, a drill-down audit, so I can then share with the citizens of Jacksonville, the taxpayers, the people here, exactly the state of the city. Full transparency.
I wanted to ask you a lot of the same questions of all the candidates so that we could keep a consistent message going. Will you take or have you taken a no new tax pledge?
Right now, the citizens of Jacksonville have had their taxes raised numerous times since 2001, between taxes and fees about 7 times. We're not raising taxes right now. The citizens do not trust their government. When tens of millions of dollars are appearing that the city can't account for, there's no trust in government.
Well, will you be so bold as to say I'm not going to raise taxes?
But in fact, I will have an aggressive agenda on economic growth and job creation. The bureaucracy in this city right now to grow a business or start a business is too difficult to weave through. I've talked to folks that have looked at investing in Jacksonville. They're not willing to tie their cash up because it's just not, they can't turn it around quickly enough. But the other thing is, look, I'm a business person. You set a plan and you execute a plan and you go after the goal. I will advocate for it. I've got relationships in Tallahassee, state dollars and federal dollars. I will make sure that we are getting our share in Jacksonville of state and federal dollars.
One of the ideas that's been on the table to solve the pension debt crisis that really plagues this city and a lot of the spending decisions is the idea of putting on the ballot, or at least allowing us to vote on a sales tax increase. Where do you stand on that? Would you allow us to have a say as voters on that issue?
There's no way we should be asking the people of Jacksonville to put more money into this city, more of their tax dollar, when the current administration cannot even account for tens of millions of dollars.
Lenny Curry joining me live in studio at 8:42 on Jacksonville's Morning News. Hang on, I got more questions I want to ask you, including development of downtown and that shipyards proposal that's out there. So hang tight with us for you. Weather and traffic every 6 minutes in the morning with CBS.